Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing great. So let's see today's LeetCode daily challenge problem, which is find kth smallest pair distance. So in this problem, the distance of a pair of integers a and b is defined as the absolute difference between a and b. Given an integer array nums and an integer k, return the kth smallest distance among all the pairs. Okay, so basically, what the in problem they are saying that we will be given an array and an integer k. We have to tell the kth smallest pair distance. Okay, so for that, obviously we'll have to have all the pairs and we have to see then what is the kth smallest, right? Okay, let's discuss. I'll just take a smaller test case first, which is given in the problem, which is 131 k is equal to 1. Okay, so in this, if you find out all the pairs, so pairs will be something like these pairs. Okay, 1, 3, then you have 1, 1, and then you have 3, 1. 3, 1. Okay, so here, if you see, this has difference 2, this has difference 0, and this has difference 2. So if you are asked to give the kth smallest difference, right? Kth smallest difference, which is k is what? 1, right? So first smallest difference, so that will be what? This is the first smallest and these are the second smallest. Obviously they are same, right? 2. So first smallest will be 0, hence output will be 0. Okay, output will be 0. Similarly, you can check this test case also. Okay, I hope you are clear with the problem, right? You have understood the problem. Now let's understand the brute force approach. Obviously, when we see this problem, right, what comes into our mind? Obviously, we can find out all the pairs. Find out all the pairs. So we can have two loops, that is the nested loops. Okay, and we can find out all the pairs and like we can have a heap or something, some sort of structure wherein we can get the kth smallest. Right, we can have the kth smallest. This is one approach which we can use. So like we find all the pairs, that will be n square, right? So that is bad complexity. And then we find, when we have found all the pairs, we will just store the differences here, like the smallest, and then we can get the kth ones from this heap. So this is one approach, which is the brute force approach. We can do better, right? We can do better. So let's discuss the better approach. And kind of, it's not very intuitive when you are solving it for the first time, right? You might not able to get it, but that's completely okay because we are in learning process, right? So uh, slowly that can hit your mind once you have solved enough of problems. But yeah, so here guys, see, in the problem we are given that we have to find the kth smallest, right? Kth smallest. Okay, so how can we think of a better approach? We can use like so whenever you have something like maximize or minimize, right? Smallest, something like this you have to find. Apart from using heaps, right, you can think of using binary search. Basically binary search on answer, that concept we will be using here. Binary search on answer. Okay, how? Let's see that. So if you guys are not aware of what binary search is, I will give the link of the video in description. You can check first what binary search is, so that you are able to understand this approach, right? Okay, so guys, see, here what we have to find, we have to find the absolute difference, right? We have to find absolute difference. So this is our answer. This is our answer. So we have to apply binary search on this answer. Right, this is what the concept is, right? Binary search on answer. So what is the answer here? In the output, if you see, in the output we get the smallest, kth smallest absolute difference, right? For this test case, it will be So this is your output or your answer, right? So we will be having binary search on the absolute difference. Okay, that means if you guys are aware of the binary search on answer concept, right? If this is the case, right, your low and high, or let's not take this, let's take left and right. So your left and your right will be what? Left and right will be what? It will be absolute difference values. So smallest left could be what? The first element. But before doing that, right, since now we are dealing, so mostly guys, when we have this concept, right, binary search on answer, we do not usually sort the array, because uh, some problems if you have done earlier of binary search and answer, we do not sort the array mostly. It's like it's not sorted and we just apply binary search and answer concept, right? But here, since we have to deal with um smallest distance, right, so we have to sort the array first. Okay, you will understand, don't worry, you will understand what we are doing. So I will just first sort this, so it will be 1 2 4 5 6 and 9. Once I've sorted, right, so left will be what? The smallest value, and right will be the maximum absolute difference that can be. Maximum absolute difference that can be, which will be the highest value minus the lowest value. So 9 minus 1 will be what? 8. So these are your left and right. I hope you have understood till now. Okay, I hope you have understood till now. I'll just erase this a bit so that we can proceed further. Okay, here k was 5. That is, we have to find the fifth smallest pair distance. Okay, guys, so listen very carefully. Uh, till now, what we have seen is that the left will be 1, right will be what? 8. Okay, and basically, this will be a range from 1 to 8, and here we have to find the a value will be there, which will be the kth smallest pair distance, which we have to find out. Which we have to find out. Okay. So if you are aware of binary search and answer concept, right, it has two parts. One is the binary search thing, and other one is the helper function, which help us to decide whether we should go left or whether we should go right. Like whether we should take the left part in consideration, because in binary search what happens? We have a array. In binary search, either we ignore this right part or we ignore the left part. Like we ignore the right part and choose left, or we ignore the left part and choose right. This is what we do, right? So helper function help us to decide whether we have to take the left part in consideration or the right part. So this helper function is the main thing which we have to see in the binary search thing. So let's understand that. Okay, we are going step by step to understand the problem. Okay, so here, from here we are starting with the optimized approach. Let's see how we can do that. So first of all, I will find out the mid. So one mid is left plus right by 2, which is left plus right divided by 2, which is 4. So what does this 4 means? That how many, what we will be finding out, like the helper function. From the helper function, what we will get? Helper function will tell us whether it is possible to have uh, greater than or equal to k pairs having absolute difference as the mid value, whatever mid value we get. Okay, very important, guys. If you're not able to understand this point, right, what helper function is doing, then you will not be able to understand the problem. So what is mid? So this thing is what? This is the absolute difference range, right? This is the absolute difference range. This is the smallest absolute difference, this is the largest. So mid will be what? An absolute difference. So we have, and what we have to find in the output? We have to find absolute difference only, right? But that should be the kth one, kth smallest, right? So we have to, this, with this value, right? Helper function will tell us that whether there are greater than or equal to k values ahead. Okay, like there are more than equal to k pairs which have absolute difference more than this mid. If there are, it means that this absolute difference is way too much and we can reduce it. Okay, we can reduce it. So in that case, what we will do, let's see that. See what this helper function will do. So if let's say your mid is 4, right? So you will see that, okay, I have, pairs let's say your pairs having absolute difference greater than equal to 4 are 6. Let's say that those are 6. So it means you only required greater than or equal to 4, right? Because you have to find the kth one. Sorry, not greater than equal to k. Here will be k. So you wanted to find the kth one, and if your with your current this 4, right, you are able to get 6 pairs. It means that this 4 is way too high. We can reduce it because we want to reach till k, right? So this 6 should be equal to k. Okay. So in this case, we can reduce this 4, and how we can reduce it? By moving right to mid minus 1. But if there is a case where the pairs, right, pairs having absolute difference less than k, it means that this absolute difference is very small and we are not able to satisfy k. We are not able to get k pairs, right? At least k pairs we need to get, right? Because we have to find the kth smallest. So we are not able to get that, hence we have to increase the absolute difference. So for that we will do left is equal to mid plus 1. Okay. I'm hoping that you are able to understand this concept. Let's do one thing, let's dry run once so that you are able to better understand. Okay, I will just write this again here, the test case, which is 1 2 4 5 6 9. 1 2 4 5 6 9. Okay, and this is 0 1 2 3 4 and 5. So here I will be keeping the left and right thing, and here we will have the helper function logic. Okay, so left was what? Left was 1, right was 8. So our mid comes out to be, mid is equal to left plus right by 2. So it becomes 1 plus 8 by 2, which is 4. So we have to find out, this is 1, this is 8, and 4 is here. So we have to find out that whether there are, so this helper function will give us either true or false. So true means, that there are the count of pairs having absolute difference greater than equal to mid. Okay, greater than equal to mid are greater than or equal to k. Okay, in that case it will give true, it will give false if this count of pairs having absolute difference less than made are less than k. Okay, so let me just copy the code. So we will do dry run via the code, right? So it will be better understandable. We will have this code here and we will dry run with it. Okay, all right. So I will be having. I'll just remove this thing. No, let's not remove it. I'll just have it. Okay, this is the code, right? And one second. Okay, all right. So see, guys, this is the code, and we have the test case, which is one, two. What was it? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 9. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 9. And our mid value, the distance which we have got from the binary search will be here, the mid value, which is 4 now in this case. So we will do one thing, we will have the count to tell us how many absolute pairs have uh, the like the distance which is less than or equal to the distance which we are wanted. Okay, so count will be initially 0, I will be 0 and j will be 0. So I will be here, j will be here. We will continue the while loop until either I or j are less than n. So until unless j is not is less than n and the difference of the numbers are less than equal to the distance, which is the mid, right? That's why, see guys, for this thing only we have sorted the array, because we need to know the distance, right? And in sorting only the distance can be confirmed that this distance will be always less than the this distance. Okay, so see what we will do. Our j will move forward because uh, here j1 minus 1 is less than equal to distance is what, 4, right? So j will come here. Here also, if you see, 2 minus 1 is less than equal to 4, that is less than 4, so we will j will move forward. 4 minus 1 is less than 4, which is again j will move forward. Here 5 minus 1 is less than equal to less than 4, so again it will move forward. And now 6 minus 1 is not less than equal to 4, right? It's 5, which is greater than 4, hence this while loop will stop now. This while loop. Okay, this while loop, this while loop, which this thing which was there, right? This will stop. And now we will find out the count. Okay, we will find out the count. So count will be what? Let me do indexing here. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So count will be what? J minus I minus 1. J is at 4 minus 0 minus 1, which is 3. So it means that there are 3 pairs which have the absolute difference less than or equal to distance, which is 4. So let's see what those pairs are. One pair is 1 comma 2. Other pair is 1 comma 4. Another pair is 1 comma 5. All right. These 3 pairs, we have found these 3 pairs till now. So count is 3. And now your I will increment. So I will increment now and I will come over here. So here we will now see that again this while loop will run, that 6 minus 2 is less than equal to 4, right? So j will move forward and now 9 minus 2 is what, 7, which is greater than 4, right? So it will stop here and we will find out the count. So count will be what? J, which is 5 minus I is what? 1 minus 1. So it will be 3. So we will add 3 here, which is, it will become 6. So what are the 3 pairs? Let's see that. We have 2 comma 4, 2 comma 5 and 2 comma 6. These 3 are the pairs which have absolute difference less than or equal to the distance, which is 4. Okay, now again I will move forward, and from here 9 minus 4 will be what? 5. So you will 9 minus 4 is what? 5, which is greater than this 4, right? So you will not go further, and your count will come out to be what? Count will be j minus I minus 1. J is 5 minus I is 2 minus 1, which is 3 minus 1, 2. So what are those 2 pairs? 4 comma will be 5 comma 9 and 6 comma 9, right? So this will be 8. So this whole thing is completed, right? You can just check it out. It will get completed, and your count will be greater than equal to the k value, which was, k is what? We have to find fifth smallest, right? So obviously you have found a lot of pairs with this distance 4, and you will be returning 2 here. That okay? It is possible to have k, at least k pairs with this distance. So this distance is very much, we need to decrease it. Okay, so as to reach till kth. We are now way ahead because we have found 8, at least 8 pairs we have found. So in that case, now what we will do, if you remember what we discussed, that if the pairs are equal to, the count came out greater than equal to k, we will do right mid minus 1. That is, we will reduce the value. So here this right will become mid minus 1. That is 4 minus 1, 3. Okay. So here what your mid will come? Now this is your left 3. This is your right. And your mid will come out to be 1 plus 3 by 2, which is 2. Here. So now let's calculate with 2 as the distance. Okay, I hope guys you are able to understand. Let's count with 2. Okay, so here again what we will do, we will have count is equal to 0, I will be 0 and j will be also at 0. So I will be here, j will be here, and our distance is now what? 2. So we have to find out how many pairs we are able to get with at least absolute difference as 2. Let's see that. So here j will move forward. 2 minus 1 is less than equal to 2, right? So it's fine. Now here 4 minus 1 is less than equal to 2. No. Hence it will stop here, j, and our count will come out to be j minus I minus 1, that is 1. So count will become 1. So what pair is that? 2 comma 1. Oh sorry, you can just take it as 1 comma 2. This is the pair. Now I will move forward, and we'll start again. So 4 minus 2 is less than equal to 2. Hence we'll go forward, and 5 minus 2 is not less than equal to 2. So here it will stop, and count will come out to be j minus I minus 1, which is 1 again. Count will become 2. So here if you see, pair will be 2 comma 4. Now I will move forward. Okay, I will move forward, and here we will have 4 minus 5, 5 minus 4, which is 1. So this will move forward. Then 6 minus 4 is also less than equal to 2. It will move forward, and it will stop here. Okay, and your count will come out to be what? j which is 5 minus I which is 2 minus 1, that is 2. So your count will become 2 plus 2, 4. And your pairs will be 4, 5, 4, 6. These two pairs will be there. Then your I will move forward. Now j is already at the end, right? So it will not move any further. And you will find out the count, which will come out to be 5 minus 3 minus 1, which will be 1. So it will become 5. And which the pair will be 5, 6. So this is the loop has finished, and at last your count came out to be 5, which is equal to k was 5, right? Hence this will return true. Okay, so whenever this function is returning true, right, that so it means that this could be a possible answer. Sorry, not this. The mid value could be a possible answer because you are able to have that much pairs, right? So whenever, if you see here, whenever I'm getting true, right, I'm just storing answer in the whatever mid value was, I'm just finding out the minimum and storing it in the answer variable. Okay, so here now again you will reduce the right. Right will become mid minus 1, that is 1. So it will now your 1 plus 1 by 2 will be 1. And with 1 you will not be able to find k more than equal to k, right? So it will, you have to increase the left. So will be mid plus 1, that is 2. So here now if you see, left has become greater than right. So your loop will stop. And the last value of mid was 2, right? For which the your condition was getting satisfied. Hence your output will be 2. I hope you understood the logic, guys. I know it's a bit complicated problem, but yeah, it's a good learning problem. So let's see the code quickly. You can dry run it yourself once. So what we are doing basically is we have let me just zoom it a bit. Okay, we have sorted first and then basic binary search, right? This is a basic binary search, and if the enough function gives true, then we reduce the value and we store it as a possible answer. Else we increase the left. So in the enough, we have already seen what we are doing. Basically, we are finding out the pairs. So I hope you understood the problem and the approach. The time complexity is n log n, right? For the sorting and for the binary search. And yeah, the space complexity is constant. We are not using any extra data structure. So if you found the video helpful, please like it, subscribe to my channel, let me know in the comments if you have any doubts, and share with your friends. Thank you.